Hi, Nancy.
Hi.
Hi, thank you so much for meeting with me today. I'm going through a process of interviewing schools for my daughter who's starting school this fall. And in addition to hearing about the Montessori Academy of Colorado's educational philosophies and kindergarten program, I'm really interested to hear about your child sexual abuse prevention and what you do to keep kids safe.
Well, I'm really happy you're here, and I'm happy to answer all of your questions.
Thank you. Great. So I have to say that these questions I have about child sexual abuse prevention are questions I ask all of Coco's caregivers, her teachers, her babysitters, her camp counselors, and even my own family. Child sexual abuse is such a scary topic that I want to make sure I'm doing everything I can to prevent it.
Well, I'm impressed. The safety of the children at MAC are my priority, and I'm really happy to answer these questions for you.
Okay, thank you. So I guess my first question is around teachers and adults being alone with children. Is there a time when this would happen? And if so, how would it be monitored?
Our children are rarely alone with an adult, and we typically have 2 to 3 staff members in each classroom and on the playground. I say rarely because there are instances where a child may need to run to the bathroom or there's an emergency, and so we have a policy around that. If a staff member needs to work with a child alone, they check in with another staff member, tell them where they're going, why they're leaving, and how long they think they'll be gone. Then when they return, they check in with that same staff member to close the loop. Also, if you notice on our tours, you'll see that all of our bathrooms have half walls or half doors so that the children can toilet independently, but a staff member's nearby in case they need help.
That sounds good. And what about teenagers or older kids being alone with younger kids? Would that happen?
No, all of our children are with an adult staff member.
What about when you're hiring staff, in addition to a background check, what else do you do to screen your staff?
Well, we do criminal background checks, but more importantly, in my interview process with all candidates, I make it clear that MAC has a zero tolerance to sexual abuse of children, that MAC is an off-limit school and we practice body safety, and we have clear sexual abuse prevention policies. In my questions, I ask about any training in sexual abuse prevention they may have received. I also have questions around keeping secrets with children and about appropriate touch. So what I do is I make it really uncomfortable for any person with ill intentions to work here.
That's such a relief. So one last question. My daughter's going through a phase right now where she likes to get naked and take off her clothes, and she'll do this in public, at school, at a friend's house. What would you do if this happened?
Well, we use our body safety policies. At school, we keep our clothes on. So we would redirect her in this instance to put her clothes on and then move on to another activity. And just so you know, this is completely normal.
Oh, that's a relief because it's so embarrassing. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to answer my questions about child sexual abuse prevention here at MAC. And I'm really reassured by what I've heard, and I'll definitely be in touch.
Great, I'd love to see your family here at MAC.
Thank you.